What do you see in the chart of the new moon in Virgo, solar eclipse?
Moon signs and storylines.
Hello, astrology enthusiasts.
Hello, astrology enthusiasts.
Welcome to Moon Signs
And storylines.
I'm Megan.
And I'm Kimberly. So glad you're here. And welcome to our new followers and to our faithful followers.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
And please do, we're trying to grow our channel more and more each moon sign. And to do that, we really want fellow astrology enthusiasts to share with other astrology enthusiasts.
We do. So make sure that you hit that like, hit that bell so you get notices of our next lunar information, and share. And comment below.
This is a welcome community, and it's an environment of sharing.
Absolutely. So here at Moon Signs and Storylines, we do things a little bit different. We take the energy of the full moons and the new moons, and with all the aspects, and explore through our chosen references.
We like to give the new moon and full moon a pop culture relatable reference for us to understand the energy of the now.
Each of us explains our own reference, showing unique ways to understand the energy and help us to expand our knowledge of astrology through storytelling.
And why we do this? We do this for novice astrologers to learn through storytelling, subtly understanding what immutable is, what fixed energy is, and all that, and to encourage experienced astrologers to share their reference. What do you see in the chart of the new moon in Virgo, solar eclipse? So what is the character of this moon?
Well, Virgo's all about duty and routine and health and healing.
And new moons are all about setting intentions,
new beginnings, fresh starts.
And then we have the eclipse on top of that.
Shifting.
Shifting.
And it's connected to the South Node. So this is all about our shadow. This new moon is at 29 degrees, the anaretic degree, which makes this an extra powerful and intense new moon.
Let's just break down Virgo even more. The element it is in is Earth. When you're talking about Earth, you're talking about a sense of being responsible, a sense of being practical, a sense of understanding reality and what is around us, like what is real. It also is an understanding of what is manageable and what is not manageable. And then we have mutability. We have the modality of Virgo. It is adaptable. It is the end of a season. So it is getting everything in order, making the best of what happened on our quest and on our journey through this thing that we set in motion during cardinal signs, that we took principle and we took stubborn energy during fixed signs, and now we're about to be audited. We're collecting everything and we're putting everything in place because we're about to be reviewed. This is a 29 degrees eclipse right now in immutable energy, and we're doing that all together. All of us are being reviewed right now of what our goal of service is to society. Like, our goal is to figure out our purpose of service. Point blank, period. So each new moon and full moon is very unique through its aspects. So we're going to look at the new moon in Virgo solar eclipse and see how it's different from the last new moon in Virgo. That was not a solar eclipse, but
It was
critical.
a new moon.
Yeah, so let's talk about the aspects that build up our storyline.
For me, the most important piece is that South Node, the solar eclipse. Yeah.
So,
and the shadow. The old ways of service or the old ways of doing things, we're going to realize we need to change the game.
Interesting. Yeah, so this is definitely a pathway for us. It is a cross point for us too. And that is also in immutable energy, so we have the ability to adapt.
Yes.
To pivot.
And it's opposing Saturn in Pisces and Neptune in Aries, and they're both retrograde.
Yeah.
So with that opposition, that gives us a chance to really look at to me, it gives us a chance to really look at our devotion.
Interesting.
Because devotion is the little things that we do daily to make big changes.
Interesting. And that Saturn and Neptune are a part of a kite formation.
Mm-hmm.
So I see this as, again, like lifting off. And lifting off in ways not like last time when we had the kite formation in the full moon in Aquarius, but this time with health and service and cleanliness that we're taking into the collective. We're pushing it forward so we can all take flight with it too.
Absolutely. I happen to like the Uranus. The square.
So there is 2 squares in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
One is Uranus square to Venus. Mm-hmm. And then the other one is Pluto square to Mars. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, there is personal tension kind of building. What did you see in it?
Well, I saw that, I think through communication, because it's Gemini, Uranus, through communication we can spark inspiration.
Yeah. So definitely. And then also part of that kite that Uranus is involved in is the leading planet. This is Virgo. The leading planet is in Mercury and it's in Libra. Mm-hmm. So there is that influence of communication again. My new favorite placement right now. Jupiter is in Cancer.
It loves being in Cancer.
So that just gives us this warm-hearted feeling where we can really understand where our roots are and understand where our people are that love us and kind of who to thank in this time.
Absolutely.
Want to get to our hook?
Let's get to our hook.
My hook for the new moon solar eclipse in Virgo, 29 degrees, a critical degree, is a call for action for the solar eclipse. In true Virgo style. Telling the world you understand. With Mercury in Libra, we're doing it with charm, grace, and connection. And we're using the power of words. In Virgo, we practiced alone. In Libra, we perform together. The last degree eclipse is a graduation celebration. Compassion is the thesis. Structure is the footnote. So I ask you to ponder, during this solar eclipse at 29 degree Virgo, imagine yourself at the podium. Who is your audience and what wisdom will you share? My reference will help explain this all.
Very good. That's really the power of words and inspiration to help shift the world. I like where this is going. Yeah. I do.
Who better to be critical than Virgo?
Absolutely. Okay, so my hook, I'm just going to begin here. She didn't change the world by chasing power.
She
changed it by serving one broken body at a time. This Virgo eclipse carries that same lesson. Small acts of love can shift the collective.
Interesting. I'm picturing one of the first doctors or nurses of the world. Interesting. Oh no.
Cover you. I cover you. Oh, I'm going to let you go first.
Oh, interesting. Wow.
Yeah, I want to see yours.
Oh, you're of service.
Yes, I'm being I'm being very Virgo.
I'll be of service too.
Okay, go ahead.
So here on an eclipse, so it's a big ceremony and for all of us to gather around. So with that, I want us to pretend that we are part of a graduation ceremony.
Oh.
And in this, and my reference, is we are the speakers. If we're young or young at heart, we're giving a valedictorian speech.
On life?
Yeah, and if we're old and we're wise and we're a mentor, we are the invited guest giving a commencement speech. And we're using our words, leading planet is in Mercury, to be able to communicate it. So,
I like where this is going a lot.
So when we think of 29 degrees Virgos, we're closing a chapter We're understanding that we learned something, and we can't nitpick perfection anymore. We have to go out into the world. What is our service to others?
Well, also we're social beings. We're meant to be social. So this is the stepping off place for us to collaborate with our social group.
Yeah, definitely. So eclipse, in a sense, is a call for action. So I'm asking all of us to use this solar eclipse as a ceremony. So tidy your place, Virgo. Get a candle going, the ceremony of the eclipse, and write a speech out. The leading planet Mercury is in Libra. Talk to your fellow peers. So, to you, audience, I ask you, think of one thing that inspires you and use that as your valedictorian speech or commencement speech. Think of a teacher, think of a lesson, think of something a hope that you have held on to during this Virgo season, and use that as the basis of this speech. And in the sky, we have the kite. We have a liftoff. It sets direction. So with this kite, we're prompting ourselves to find our audience and to collaborate with it. So we have Neptune at 0 degrees in Aries, conjunct Saturn in 28 degrees in Pisces, and they're both retrograde. It's an out-assigned conjunction that marries our vision with structure. It's also sextile to Uranus in Gemini and Pluto in Aquarius, feeding collective change. Saturn opposite the new moon is asking us for integrity and form. At 29 Virgo, we've cleared space, we sorted out the noise, and we've chose which feelings and ideas to carry forward. So when we're writing our speech, this is really prompting us, where does compassion live in our heart? So this is what we're writing about when we're giving our valedictorian speech or commencement speech. And how will you make it practical? So in a way, this is an opportunity to name a dream and then the first concrete steps for you and your peers. So there's other aspects in this kite. We have two squares. One is off of Pluto and the other one is off of Uranus. So Mars is in late Libra and Pluto is in early Aquarius. This is relational power dynamics and growing pains. New perspectives can stretch us. A little bit nitpicky versus open-mindedness. So we have assumptions versus curiosity. Can we take feedback without defensiveness? So in our speech, what critiques are we ready to hear? And what lessons from the past have brought up defensiveness? And how have we handled it? And how can we take that further? Or is there anything that made us defensive that we didn't adapt to, we didn't flow with until like 2 weeks later?
And that happens too.
And what was that and why? And put that in your speech to show growth, because a moving speech really has growth involved. So Mars and Venus, the two squares that are happening to Pluto and Uranus separately, these are personal values, Mars and Venus. So there's a personal call to action. Mars and Venus are personal, how we act and what we value. So in our speech, what values are you taking out into the world? How will the world benefit from them? And then we have Jupiter in Cancer. And this is really what made, well, besides, the leading planet being in Mercury, in Libra, and sharing, also Jupiter in Cancer made me want to do a ceremony and a graduation ceremony in that, because who goes to graduation ceremonies but friends and family? So this really
very Jupiter in Cancer.
This really shows your support system. The speech prompt, who are you going to thank? Who has supported you during your lessons, during your school here?
School of life.
During the school of life. And really give thanks and props to them. So all together, this is a lot of Virgo. We're in Virgo season. Virgos, in their heart of heart, know that they can't do it alone. So we're going to know our audience. We're going to understand that we are social creatures And we're part of a classroom. We're part of a classmate of people that are all on Earth with us together. The more we collaborate, the more we can understand who our future employees are, or our future bosses are, our neighbors. In this speech, talk about how individually you are and what part of service you can do for the larger bit. Like where you can put yourself out there to step away from aloneness, to step away from being a perfectionist and really start to be of service to the world. So my final thoughts, when we're thinking about this speech, it goes into 3 parts: the intro, the body, and the conclusion. The intro, the eclipse. The ceremony, we're at 29 degrees Virgo. It's a graduation moment. The body of the speech, lessons, Virgo, direction, the kite, and with it pointing into Libra, growing pains, the squares, hope, Jupiter in Cancer. And the conclusion, we graduated from self-improvement to co-creation. So the reflection, this eclipse invites open and shared minds. Our service is to think, discern, and communicate back to the world. Take away for the cycle, go deep, uncover what's hidden, use imagination with practicality. We graduated from self-improvement again to co-creation. So let's play pretend. Give me your speech. I am listening.
Yes. You really covered a whole lot in this. And what I really liked about what you brought up is it's a lot of self-reflection. Like deep self-reflection. Remember in the last video we talked about whatever you digest, whatever you ingest, you've got to digest. And really this is the active form of digesting.
Yeah.
You know, this is really digesting all the stuff that we ingested in our lifetime. It's time to make sense of it.
Yeah, and the best way to make sense of it is give it the power of words.
Of course, Gemini.
We're in Virgo season.
I know. Virgo, and Mercury does rule Virgo, and it is in Libra.
I love Mercury.
Yes, you do.
I am guilty of that. It's true.
Yeah. So, yeah, a lot to think about. Lot to think about, and to write this speech. I'm going to write a speech. Are you?
I totally am. Yeah. I am for sure. I even have my format.
Are you going to be a beginner or a...
I'm going back and forth because I'm so middle-aged, but I am young at heart, but then I want to share my wisdom with the younger people out there. But then I also feel like I did graduate. I do want to talk to my peers, that are like me,
Right.
So I might write too. Kimberly's turn.
My turn. So I knew it's always about fresh beginnings and setting intentions and planting seeds for what we want to grow. And being at 29 degrees, the anaretic degree, this makes this one extra powerful and a little intense. While the eclipse amplifies the energy even more. So we could see some sudden or fated changes may appear, especially around health, routines, and self-improvement. This is a potent time for clarity, letting go, and grounding ourselves in something practical and meaningful. I see this amplifying a collective call. Sudden shifts or revelations may arise around our healthcare systems, work structures, and shared responsibilities. It's a powerful moment for us to align with practical, meaningful change that serves the greater good.
I see that this eclipse might expose all that. So that's interesting.
Yes. So this eclipse chart mirrors Mother Teresa's work.
The reference, Mother Teresa.
Yes, her work. Like Mother Teresa's legacy, like this eclipse, is less about individual desires and more about how our daily acts of service can ripple outward to transform the collective. Let's get into this. So the new moon solar eclipse in Virgo at 29 degrees conjunct the South Node. This degree is karmic. It's collective. It's about healing for humanity, not just for ourselves. Virgo energy calls for humble service, daily devotion, and mindful care. Like Mother Teresa's attention to small, overlooked acts, the South Node reminds us to release outdated ways of service like self-sacrificing without balance or judgmental good works. So this eclipse asks us to rethink how we serve.
Wow, because Mother Teresa is so associated with those principles.
So notice where you overgive and set gentle boundaries. Let go of trying to do it all, Virgos. And remember that true service uplifts without depleting.
Interesting.
And that's part of that South Node of redoing it differently.
Yeah.
So it uplifts.
And it's the shadow on the sun, too.
Yes, it is.
Especially when it comes to Virgo. Are you doing too much?
Yes. Virgo, you hear that? So I looked and I saw that this new moon in Virgo opposes Saturn and Neptune retrograde, Saturn in Pisces retrograde, and Neptune in Aries retrograde. This opposition is between Virgo's structure, Pisces and Neptune asking for faith. True service is actually both, caring daily while setting gentle limits so you don't burn out. Mother Teresa embodied this balance. Her work was grounded in real daily care, Virgo, but rooted in spiritual discipline and sacrifice, Saturn and Neptune. So a reminder that true service requires boundaries and structure, not just endless giving. Set gentle limits so you don't burn out while helping others, and let your daily actions be guided with purpose and faith, not out of obligation.
Wow.
How about this new moon in Virgo, trining Uranus, retrograde in Gemini? Uranus brings fresh ideas and awakening. And in Gemini, it's about communication, learning, and flexibility. Mother Teresa changed how the world saw service. She took an old practice, caring for the sick and poor, and brought it into the light. She showed that when we speak or create with honesty, we can wake something up in others. We stir the soul with our words and our way of being. The best way for us to use this energy is to stay open to new ideas, speak with honesty, and share our truth. Because when you do, you inspire others and you create change just by being real.
Yeah.
And then with Mercury being in Libra, it's about collaborating with others.
Yeah.
Getting others on board with what we're trying to achieve, to awaken, to open. The new moon in Virgo trines Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. I really like this piece because it brings big change through groups and communities. Mother Teresa's small, humble acts of service grew into powerful force that changed how the world saw poverty, suffering, and love. This shows us that real change often starts with the simple daily actions. Pluto in Aquarius reminds us that small acts can spread outward and create big change. Together we can use this energy by joining or supporting a community cause that matters to you. Share your ideas and let them spark conversations. Practice small acts of kindness. They carry more power than you think. And I want to mention a small kindness that touched me that I started practicing. One time I pulled up at Starbucks to get coffee, and the person in front of me paid for mine. So I paid for the person behind. So sometimes those small things just trickle out in the world and make a big difference. Also collaborate instead of competing. Aquarius thrives on shared effort.
Nice.
And so does Mercury in Libra. The North Node in Pisces trines Jupiter in Cancer. The North Node in Pisces points us toward compassion, spiritual unity, and unconditional love. Jupiter in Cancer expands nurturing and care. This aspect reflects Mother Teresa's calling to nurture the world's forgotten, to see the divine in the suffering, and to teach us that compassion must be expansive and unconditional.
Yeah.
This aspect asks us to expand our heart, show compassion, care for the overlooked, and let love guide our actions.
Nice. Yeah, I definitely remember her with the people that had leprosy. and that's very Virgo, and that's very Jupiter in Cancer, and then the eclipse. So we're moving into a direction where the future is unknown, and there might be things like leprosy coming up in the future.
Well, the plague is back. It's not back strong. There's been 1 or 2 cases in California. It's not spoken because we don't have any health things in place anymore.
Yeah.
But there's a lot that's going on. So, yeah. We may need to pay attention to the things that are not being exposed right now.
Yeah.
Neptune and Saturn, the conjunction between Neptune and Saturn retrograding, sextiling Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, Neptune retrograde in Aries, sextiling Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. Let me just do this. Okay, listen, guys. All this energy blends personal courage and faith with the power to transform society. Neptune and Saturn give structure and discipline to spiritual visionary energy, while Pluto and Aquarius brings societal change. Together, it's like Mother Teresa's courage, personal faith, sparking a bigger collective shift in how we see and honor others. This encourages us to act on the inner courage and vision while staying grounded in principle. Uranus retrograde in Gemini, trining Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. Innovation and transformation work are together here. Just like Mother Teresa combines simple acts like washing wounds and feeding the hungry, with radical love, this aspect reflects the alchemy of small innovations becoming world-changing movements. I also want to say that we've not spoken about, I think Virgo is the alchemist. And I think Mother Teresa showed that.
Nice.
And alchemy. So just remember that small acts of courage and innovation ground love can spark big world changes and transform, just like Mother Teresa showed. The Grand Trine, there's a Grand Trine in air with Saturn and Pisces as the kite point. Air trines bring collective energy of ideas, inspiration, and higher understanding. Saturn and Pisces at the focal point grounds this inspiration into spiritual discipline. For Mother Teresa, this represents how she structured her entire life around her faith, turning intangible compassion into practical lived devotion. So I say use inspired ideas to guide your disciplined action. Turn our compassion and vision into practical, meaningful steps. I also want to say, as spiritual as Mother Teresa was, in her diaries that has been released, she questioned her faith a lot.
Interesting. That's that eclipse energy, North Node in Pisces.
She, because she saw so much suffering and how people were abusive, that it really made her question her beliefs. That makes me love her even more.
Interesting.
Because we have to have a curious mind to grow. We have these set ideas of how things should be and like being set. Guys, during this eclipse, it's time to give that up.
Yeah, but what did ground her, what did give that earth back to her was her service to others and taking care of them and washing their wounds and doing stuff like that. And that really connected her to her mission. Those Virgo principles.
Absolutely. So my final thoughts, like Mother Teresa, this Virgo eclipse calls us to serve, to nurture, and love, because the smallest acts create the biggest change.
29 degrees Virgo. Yeah, if anyone could do 29 degrees Virgo,
Mother Teresa.
Mother Teresa.
Yeah.
Like, great example. Like, if she was invited to give a commencement speech, I'll be YouTubing that right now and watching it. Like,
yes, absolutely.
Can you imagine what she would say? Like, can you imagine what?
And she happened to be a Virgo.
Oh.
She did Virgo beautifully.
Yeah. Well, in our imagination, I'm going to have Mother Teresa at my graduation ceremony, and she might be one of the people I thank.
Oh, good. I think that's really good.
Yeah, fun times. It's a powerful new moon. It has a solar eclipse involved. its leading planet is really close. It has a kite aspect, and those kites have squares, like the ribbons going off of the kite to give it a little bit more oomph, a little bit more like
lift off,
personable responsibility.
Oh yes, it does. Yeah,
it does.
Yeah. So this new moon is really about something bigger than us.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're going to be able to witness it as a group. It's bigger than us.
It'll be interesting what comes out in the news.
I know. We should almost do a video just on that.
Yeah, we should.
We should.
Stay tuned. We just
tuned.
might.
Which reminds us, as of late, we have been giving advice to the entire zodiacs on what we think about these new moons and full moons, and we are gonna put a whole episode out like 2 days, 1 day after this, to shed light on every sign, to give them a little thought, food for thought. Wink, wink. The power of words.
Yeah, and I have questions for each one for you to answer.
Nice.
Just for you.
Yeah. And I have. Well,
affirmation?
You'll just have to watch to find out.
Oh, yes. So we appreciate you being here. If you like this video, hit like and subscribe. Share with your friends. Please comment below. Do you have a reference from the things that we spoke about that was like, aha, this makes me think of this person or this idea, or I can do that? Or your speech.
Yeah.
You know, tell us about your speech. Write a little bit about your speech.
Yeah, and how do you feel about Mother Teresa, and what past or present people of knowledge would you thank in your speech?
Right. And remember, I said, join a group.
Yeah, what group would you join?
Yeah, that
why?
Is working towards something that we believe in and we love strongly.
Yeah.
Let's get the power of the group in this.
Yeah, totally. Because our perspective really matters, and that's what's going to help us find our place of service in the world.
Because while we were in Leo, we saw how to shine.
Yes.
Now we need to bring that shine to the group.
Yeah, totally. And then in Libra, we'll start collaborating.
That's next. Yes. So today is a new day and a new opportunity to make this world a better place. Cheers, y'all. Thank you so much.
We appreciate you.
We do.